What's up, guys? Today we're playing on Ashes of Typhon. I hope you guys are doing well. We see the Tyranids versus the Eldar. Tyranids are being played by Depressed, being played by a Hive Tyrant. This guy's a very beefy alien that will munch on you and has a lot of HP. Very good in melee and provides a basic synapse. Against Shotoman playing as a Warlock, basically Eldar spellcaster. Can upgrade him with melee stuff and range stuff. So very overall good commander. Depressed is getting Hormagaunts and 2 squads of Termagaunts. So seems to be going for a ranged kind of a build. Shotoman is going for triple Guardians. You can upgrade these guys with a lot of equipment, battle equipment, so they can throw nades and shit at you. They are very fast and mobile, which might add some difficulty for Depressed to deal with in this game. Warlock is pushing forwards, probably going to throw a Smite. I think that's the ability called. Does throw it on Termagaunts, does a bunch of damage to them. And Termagaunts do some weird bug shit at him, allowing the Warlock to run away. I don't blame him for running off. Meanwhile, we see Shotoman just trying to take some map control. But Depressed basically doing the same. Gets 2 gems at the start. Shotoman, no gems yet from him. Bunch of Termagaunts coming over here. See some Guardians. Guardians see them and immediately run away. Don't want to deal with them. Meanwhile, Hormagaunts coming through to the middle. Probably gonna try annoy this VP point here. We see the Warlock. Shotoman putting pressure on Depressed's natural VP. Capping his natural VP. That Warlock might be annoying to deal with. Termagaunts cannot fight this because they don't have any saps. Do drop 1 model against the double Guardians. Although we do see the Hive Tyrant coming in, providing a basic synapse. Look how big that alien is. Guardians shooting at them. See the Hive Tyrant coming in and run away. 1 more squad. Look how big this thing is compared to them. Hive Tyrant wants to eat some Guardians, but doesn't get them, and Guardians run away. Guardians shooting at this group of Hormagaunts, taking a whole bunch of damage. Coming in here, holy shit, and they are just going to turn and shoot back at them. No, Guardians move away. Hormagaunts moving back after dropping a bunch of models. We see a Guardian weapon team by shoulder. This will provide a nice area of suppression. So probably trying to control the spam of the Tyranids. Those blobbed up bunch of units. Hive Tyrant is fighting the Warlock. It's a very interesting fight. Special goes off by the Hive Tyrant, is pissed off now. And it's going to start smacking on the Warlock. Weapon team sees off Termagaunts. Meanwhile, Guardians capping their natural VP and Hormagaunts capturing their natural VP. This is a battle going on again. It seems like the Warlock won this. They do have Merciless Witchblade. 65 melee DPS. Throws a spike, but we see Raveners coming out from Depressed. These guys can tunnel, as you see there, and pop up underneath you. They are very good at range and are no slouch in melee. Doing a shitload of damage to these Guardians. Explodes one of the models, and Guardians run away. We see these sneaky Guardians coming down here and capping Depressed as natural. And Guardians up here. Seems like Depressed is looking very strong early game. Goes for the power bash on Depressed's gems. Depressed going for another Guardian weapon team, and Shoulder, my bad, going for another Guardian weapon team, and Depressed going for another Ravener breed. Gets one of the gems. Probably going for double weapon team so that the one can cover the other one when Raveners tunnel in. So nice play by Shotoman. These are very good players, guys, so this is going to be a very cool match, I think. Hormagaunts being sneaky, trying to take this VP again. Shoulders natural. And we see a big fight that's going to start, I think, over here. Weapon team setting up, being ready for Raveners. Raveners do tunnel in, and there is a weapon team to meet them. Good special going off for the Hive Tyrant, fighting the Warlock once again. This has set up now. Hive Tyrant getting very low. And we do see upgrades on these Tormagorns with Toxin Sacks. Toxin Sacks increase the range DPS by 30%, and health by 10 also grants them crippling poison. Meanwhile, Hormagorns taking a bunch of damage coming in, forcing Guardians to run away. They are getting their adrenal glands, making them more efficient in melee. Guardians go for the middle VP. You know what's happening at the bottom. Guardians getting a nice flank on these Hormagorns. They should be alright. They just run away. Here we see a big fight coming in. Toxin Sacks might cripple that Warlock, making him slower. Weapon seems sitting up. But this... Oh! Revenant taking a whole bunch of damage. Down goes one model, but here comes some reinforcements. Warlock has another piece of war gear. Weapon team is gonna wipe. Guardian weapon team wipes. That was a good engagement for Depressed. Warlock now has Champion's Robe, Psychic Shield that can absorb a whole bunch of damage. But it is a lot to deal with. Another Revenant goes down. Forces Eldar to retreat. 2 Guardians coming in. And are met by a Hormagorn brood with adrenal glands that increase their health and damage by 10 HP. Trying to fight these Guardians. Guardians getting very, very munched on. And some nice micro we see here by shoulder. Moves one squad to shoot. Other squad stops and shoot. Hormagorn's getting very, very low. Oh, Ravener support coming in. Tunneling underneath these Guardians and forcing melee. Are they gonna wipe the squad? Hormagorns can turn around and get them. They are going for them. And the Guardians wipe. Nice play by Depressed. Tournament goes very early for level 2. Needs some reinforcing on these Guardians. Do we see any war gear on the Hive Tyrant? We do. We see an extended carapace. Grants the charge ability and knockback on the DPS. Damage per second. Guardians shooting at a bunch of Raveners, but they are tunneling underneath and shoot at them, sticking their tongues out. Meanwhile, we see a Warlock with its shield up. He can drop the shield. He doesn't really need it. Slowly regenerating energy. What are the resources looking like? The Prest has a lot of reposition and power. We see a brood nest coming up in a very, very weird location. Yeah, that's quite the weird spot. Warlock forces melee, gets crippling poisoned by these Termagorns. Is trying to get into this. What's happening up here? Guardians fighting Hormagorns. They might wipe once again. Are they gonna get them? They get them. Meanwhile, Brood Nest goes down. Brood Nest allows for basic health regen, and you can reinforce off of it. I think it's a waste of red there by Depressed. Guardian team setting up. Warlock getting very, very low. But Hive Tyrant does charge in and forces melee on this weapon team. Smack, smack. It's a lot of damage coming in. Hormagorn's capping. Shoulders VP again. Shoulders looking very, very depleted right now. But he does go for the Warp Spiders. Awesome, awesome unit. Depressed goes tier 2. And we see some power bashing again. Gets the gems. Get 2 gems. Here we see Warp Spiders. Immediately go for aspect of the Warp Spider. Allows them to throw the Haywire Grenade. That's very good against vehicles. Immobilizes them. These guys provide very, very good range to DPS and can teleport around. It's difficult to get to them. Hormagorn's getting very, very low. Fighting a Guardian weapon team. Dropped 4 models. 3 models, I think. And we see the Warp Spider Exarch coming in. Also, the leader for the Warp Spiders. Ravener shooting at a Warlock that does throw their shield up. Gets crippling poison, but needs to run away. Are they going to drop another model? They do not. Guardians recap their requisition. This Guardian weapon team is capping his natural, Shoulders natural VP. And Depressed is just about to hit tier 2. Very good engagements we see from Depressed so far. He's playing very, very well. Although I think Shoulders mobility, especially with the Eldar, is going to come into tier 2. That's where they shine. I think these Warp Spiders might make a big difference. Meanwhile, we see 2 cap to 1, 455 VPs against 244, double cap to 1 singular cap. Hormagaunts are being very annoying. And recap, shoulder mounts is natural, but he's going to come in with his Warlock and say hello to them. Going to be a pissed off Warlock. Jumps into combat. And they immediately run away, so they should. Orc Spiders teleporting away. Doesn't want to fight that big ranged blob there. Reveners are very, very strong. And they're going for enhanced muscle recoil. Both of them. So he's switching them to be melee. Interesting, okay. Both Raveners melee, tunneling in here. Gonna force melee on all of this. And Shodamal is paying attention, does force a retreat. Although it takes a bunch of damage. Look at those Warp Spiders. Doing a lot of work against these Raveners, but Raveners are taking models off the Guardian squads. Meanwhile, we see the pesky Warlock capping Depressed natural VP again. Warp Spiders teleport into all of this, sees a big angry alien and run away. Hive Tyrant wants to munch on them, but he's just too slow. Leans forward to try run faster. Guardian shoot at him. Meanwhile, we see a Warlock fighting a Hormagaun group, gets a very, very cool special smack, kills another model, and forces those Hormagauns to run away. We do see Capillary Towers that he's busy smacking. He doesn't want any of this hentai shit. Although 2 sneaky Ravener broods just chilling, probably gonna pop up under the Warlock. They're gonna fight him now. Can the Warlock deal with this? I don't think he can. Is taking a whole bunch of damage, kills one model, a very, very good special goes off. Dude, this Warlock is insane. Being very, very fancy, but here comes another Hormagaun breed, and he needs to run away. And he does. Meanwhile, Warp Spiders are busy shredding Thermagons, holy shit. Shooting the crap out of them. Gonna shoot another Thermagorn and gonna force the melee on them. They're very good at melee. Picking them and slicing and dicing. Is the press paying attention? He is. They run away. Raveners do come in and say hello. But we now see a Falcon by shoulder mount. Light transport vehicle that does a whole bunch of damage. Does a lot of damage to these Raveners. And they're gonna wipe the Raveners. They wipe them. Very, very good play by shoulder mounts, especially with this Falcon. And now they're gonna power bash. Meanwhile, at the bottom, weapons team almost wiped, but Autark coming in with grenades save them. Big plays by shoulder mounts, holy shit. You can get this tank a shield that tanks a lot of damage. Doesn't get too much damage, but yeah. But we do see a Venom Breed in retaliation to the vehicle. These guys provide a ranged synapse to ranged Tyranid units. Very, very strong against vehicles. And we see the Falcon just backing off a big, big blob here. Warlock pops his shield, has another piece of war gear, Heart of Darkness. Basically grants increased energy regen. We see Warp Spiders mix with Falcon, doing a whole bunch of ranged DPS to the Hive Tyrant. Seismic Roar goes off. So all this green shit. Runs away. Ravener's trying to get the Warlock off of him. Do get it off of him, but it's going to take a lot of damage. Meanwhile, we see this pesky Autark capping another requisition point. The press seems to have a very strong army, but if we look at the map is predominantly red. Shoulder Mounts is playing very, very well in terms of map control. This is a whole bunch of damage coming in, but we see Venom Breed getting shots on the Falcon, forcing mass retreat on the Tyranids. It's just those Warp Spiders, along with the Guardian Weapon Team and the Falcon, doing very, very well. Raveners are busy capping the mid VPN. Warp Spiders teleport in and shoot a lot of shit at them and kill one model. Meanwhile, Hive Tyrant and Hormagaun say hello to the Autark. Autark is very, very cool. Is getting her Executioner that are very, very good against... It's a cool special. But Hive Tyrant, Seismic Roars, and Warp Spotting it. Warthog needs to get out, jumps on heal, and runs away. I'm new to this, guys, and there's a lot happening, so if I make mistakes, I do apologize. You guys must let me know if I talk a lot of rubbish. The press is going for tier 3. Has 2 Venom Breed on the field. Lots of range synapse, which is quite weird because he's got melee Reveners with a Brood Nest in the base, probably to increase that healing. What's happening at the bottom here? Hormagaunts are fighting. They wipe a weapon team. Very well played by the Hormagaunts. They're getting quite low. Falcon's going to be in trouble. Venom Brood are getting rear armor shots on it. And they run away. Hormagaunts get very low fighting Guardians. But well played by Depressed. He gets that Guardian weapon team. This Falcon just needs to keep on going back. Warthog jumps in, trying to force melee. Probably get those Synapse bombs on the Venom Brood. This Falcon needs some repairs. Gets crippling poisoned. The Warthog gets... Look at that burst damage from 2. And crippling poison again by the Termagants. And forces the Warthog to run away. Nice smite coming in from the Warlock. And we see some Raveners being very, very sneaky against Warp Spiders. Meanwhile, Warlock forcing melee on this ranged mess and is doing a lot of work. Raveners forcing melee on Warp Spiders. Shotoman is paying attention. Teleports them out of there. Meanwhile, Warlock forces them to retreat. Warlock has been very, very good so far. Hive Tyrant now has Rending Talons, very, very good in melee. Even against vehicles, so very, very strong melee commander. Meanwhile, Falcon comes in, now has an energy field. Warp Spiders teleporting in, says hello to Hormagaunts. Hormagaunts jump on them. And Warp Spiders teleport out of there. Meanwhile, Warthog and Warlock see this weird hentai shit and gets rid of it. They Shotoman caps his natural VP again. And we see Warp Spiders shredding Termagants. Guys are insane. Warthog gets a nice kill. Jumps into this blob. Meanwhile, at the top, we see Raveners getting shot by a Falcon again. Are they trying to get those Synapse bombs going off by these big Tyranid creatures? There's one of them. Look at that backlash. Warthog is doing very, very well. Holding her own, but there is a Hive Tyrant raining Talons. Meanwhile, Raveners taking a whole bunch of damage, trying to cap this mid VP, and we see constant pressure from Shoulder. Going for Depress this natural once again. Shoulder is now in tier 3 and is going for a Fire Prism. Amazing tank. Very, very good infantry dispersal on that main beam. Can also switch to anti-vehicle. Look at that Falcon tank. A lot of Venom Breed damage by the shield. Shield is very, very efficient. But right now, if we look at the VPs, Shoulder Mount has a double cap. 238 VPs to 156. The press needs to try and look after his VPs a bit more. Warlock is doing a buttload of damage against this melee blob here. Gets a good special. Might actually wipe. Big fight in the mid here. Fire Prism shooting at them. Warp Spiders coming in. Trying to shoot. Venom Brood is completely ignoring this Falcon. Now they turn to shoot at it. Meanwhile at the top, what's happening? Warlock holding its own against Raveners. And there's just a big blob. Fire Prism gets shots on this blob of infantry, forcing them to run away. They do have the ranged Synapse, but they are getting quite low on health. Hive Tyrant charges in as like a thank you and runs away. Dude, this Warlock has been insane. It's done so much work for Shoulder Mount. Meanwhile, Falcon is reversing and shooting at a pissed off Hive Tyrant. Look at the map. Look at the control of the map. That's that outdoor mobility we see here. 70 VPs against 238. Triple cap by Shoulder. This could be GG's. Fire Prism is coming in. The press needs to get on the VPs right now if he wants to do anything. He is going for a Swarm Lord, which is an awesome, awesome creature. Look at that shot by the Falcon. The Fire Prism, I mean. It's gonna get another shot, probably. Ravener's trying to cap. Gets another good shot. Warthog jumping in. Warlock is not giving a shit. Raveners just can't cap with too much damage. Wolf Spider's coming in and Depressed concedes. What a game. He concedes just before he gets the Swarmlord. Kinda sucks, I wish we saw this thing in action. Swarmlord is an amazing unit to see in the game. What a game, guys. What a game. Depressed came out very, very strong. He came out very, very strong in the early game, but that tier 2 by Shoulder Mount and his Warlock with Warp Spiders were insane. Great, great game by both players, but Shoulder Mount does come up on top in this engagement. I think the main turning point, as I said, were the Warp Spiders, and I think maybe this Falcon as well. Although he almost got him with the Venom Red. Very, very good game. Ended up with the Hive Tyrant tier 2 with Crushing Talons and Extended Carapace, and in a very, very impressive Warlock with the Merciless Witchblade, Champion's Robe, and Heart of Darkness. I hope you guys enjoyed this game. Thank you for the support on the first one. Let me know what you think about this video. Let me know if you think I did well. Give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, give it a thumbs down. And let me know what you think in the comment section down below. As I said, guys, I'm trying to shed some more light on the Elite mod, because it's such a very, very cool creation by the modders. Great, great community. So trying to shed some more light on it. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, today's cast, and I'll see you guys again in the next one. Thank you guys for watching, and take it easy. Bye, 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 bye.